Okay, guys, I'm back. Don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna bring him back in here. Gotta get this. Gotta get this right.
Okay, there we
Better.
go. Yeah.
Okay then. God damn.
Man, that's what I said, bro. How you doing?
Hey man, I'm good. Thank you for having me, man. I'm over here. Look, you looking at me, I'm looking at you. I'm saying it's all I kept doing. I said, what's going on, man? Damn.
Yeah, it wasn't me, man. I guess I had turned my Wi-Fi off, so hopefully it worked because I know I'm a couple of payments behind.
Hey, hey, listen here, brother. Listen here. I'm in the boonies, so I really can't complain myself. Okay, I know my section back here, it ain't the best either, but we make it do what it do. We make it do what it do.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, man.
First of all, man, I just wanted to say thank you for this opportunity, man, because you're doing your thing out here, man.
Hey man, let's first of all, I want to thank you, my G. One thing it is good to find supporters, especially when all content creators, when you doing stuff consistently, and you got people that, hey man, I like what you're doing. I'm like it, share it. It's not just
Hmm.
about double tapping, but building that rapport, with people, whoever you are. So to you, to whomever that follows, that supports, I genuinely thank you. And that's from all content creators across the world. So I appreciate you guys for real. Trust me.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. For sure, man.
Yeah.
No problem, man. And I just wanted to ask you, bro, like, so what got you into comedy in the first place?
Comedy. Um, I, I would say when you grow up in life, and I would say tragedy, but you grow up in life with adversity. I say when you have adversity, you either, like Shaq said, you either gonna barbecue or mildew. So you're either gonna make the best of the situation, or you're gonna sit and wallow in it. So I didn't have certain leisures as other people, so I had to find a lane that made me cope. Right? Some people got drugs, some people got laughter, some people got
Hmm.
writing, some people got reading. Whatever your thing is, right? I had to find what works best for me and what helps me.
Hmm.
So I said, I knew this is something for me, because I would find the funniest thing in funerals, death. If I'm about to get my ass whooped, I'm gonna make a joke about it, but it was just something like, and you keep finding the funny and the bad. And I'm like, well, man, let's make it a thing. So it became a thing, and I seen other people do it, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, I'm like, oh okay, well, this is a career. People do this as a career. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I said, well, why not? So that's kind of how that kind of stemmed for me as a kid going all the way up. So like I said, to this day, I still find it funny, and whatever the case may be. So that's just one of the things that kind of got me started. And then um, following when I was in middle school, following the Kevin Hart to the world, and other entertainers. But Kevin Hart was kind of my guy, and I think he was for a lot of people, especially when he put his content online, and it's just like, okay, sure, funny guy. Comedy is a cool thing, man. And he be getting hoes too. Okay, he be flying over here. Okay, that boy be. Oh man, hey man, that's something that I want to do. So that kind of just put extra light on the fire. I'll say, doing that for sure, for sure.
Yeah, and I want you to explain to us, like, what's the difference between TikTok funny and social media funny and being a stand-up comedian? What's the difference between
Man,
that?
two different worlds. To anybody out here watching that's going to see this, let me tell you something. TikTok funny, Instagram funny, you can cut and edit always. You can
Hmm.
always cut and edit. That's number one thing you can cut and edit. When you're on that stage, man, in front of people that you know or may not know, and they got these thing called eyeballs, and they just like, and you got to make them laugh. It's like, okay, 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 So understand, TikTok and Instagram, you have the luxury to play pause. On that stage, you don't have that luxury. So a lot of
Hmm.
the things that people do, um, So for instance, man, you got a TikTok joke, you have a TikTok video that's funny, right? Everything you do is a joke. Cool, right? So you may do that funny in 15, 30, 45, 60 seconds maybe, right? Now, a lot of people don't understand when you do that TikTok video, that Instagram video, a lot of people, you know how long, like if you're just starting, you know how long it'll take for somebody to produce that video? Like it could take 30 minutes. I remember I did a 30-second video my first time and it took me like 3 hours to produce it and put it out there. So that same grind is the same thing that you have to take to the stage. The only thing about comedy stand-up, it's not going to take 3 hours. It's probably going to take 30 years, meaning to consistently progress, consistently fine-tune, consistently get your punches down, consistently get your setup, your callback. So it's an ongoing. That's why comedians, you just saying, oh, I've been doing this for 20 years, 30 years, because it's like it's a never-ending thing. It's like a job that you always have to get better at. Why? Because you got somebody trying to come take the throne, whatever it may be. So it's always something continue that you have to continue to work on and watch on. You know, it's just like the doctor in the sick room, right? He always, no matter what he does, he has to continue to stay sharp on his tools because he has to perform the surgery. So that's comedy is. It's like Denzel said, I'm surgical with this shit, Jay. I'm surgical. So you gotta be surgical. You gotta be surgical. And all the movie watchers, I hope you know where that movie's from. I hope you know where that movie's from.
I hope so, man, because that is classic. That's legendary. Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you mean because I've been doing like my podcast and stuff. I've been doing this for a couple years, and I just been just studying just old talk shows and stuff and watching them because I was just really serious while everybody else didn't take me serious, but I took myself serious. And so you just being on stage and stuff like that, do people can dissect or analyze that you taking your craft seriously or not?
Yeah. I know personally, so I remember the first time I ever got on stage. So I actually did, so I always been a funny guy coming up, but then I was like, I kept my funny in, like really put it mainstream. So as I left college in 2019, I did a show where I hosted a show. It's like a little talent show. So I'm like, man, all right, so I'm on stage. I got their attention. I feel good. Cool. So then I went and got on a mic down in Atlanta called The Laughing Skull in November 2019 pandemic, time right before the pandemic. And from that 2019 spot in November till now, it's like night and day. My timing, my confidence, my crowd work, it's so different than where I started. So and people who know me, people who started doing comedy with me, people who come to my shows, people who kind of been on my journey with me, whether that's comedian or just supporter, they'd be like, hey, boy, hey, man, you doing, hey, boy, I remember the first time, I always get them stories, but I remember the first time I see you on stage, boy, hey, you doing your thing, man. Hey, man, you got, so I know I'm progressing, but people don't understand it's the amount of time and effort that it takes into becoming something that you want to be great at. Like they always say, you got your 10,000 hours. I go out literally, and I have people that can attest to this for me. I go out, if not every day, if I don't hit 7 days a week, I'm 5 to 6 times a week. And with those 5 to 6 times a week, I'm doing 1, 2, 3 stages a night. So it's something that, and I remember going to a stage and not even getting up. I remember when I first moved out here, I didn't have a car, so I would Uber to a show. Hey, man, can I get up? Who are you? No, we don't know you. You can sit back there like everybody else. Cool. So now I spent $30 to get to the show, and now I got to spend $30 to get back home. And guess what? I ain't even get up. So, but that's the grind that it's like, this is what you want to do, right? Okay, you said you want to be a comedian, right? You said you want to be a stand-up comedian, right? All right, well, get in the back of the bus because it's 100, 200 other motherfuckers just like you that's been doing it longer than you that want the same opportunity. So when I understood that I had a voice in comedy, I said, I don't give a damn what it is. I got to get to it. So I've seen that hunger, that fire, that my progression still consistently going. And right now, when I go see people that I look up to or like admire their comedy, man, sometimes I'll be writing myself. I'll be like, what am I doing out here? Like people, I feel like, bro, I ain't doing shit. Like my jokes suck. So it's just like, hey, back to the drawing board. You know, so that's kind of the thing is like you're always chasing greatness. You want to stay in your lane. You want to do your own thing, but you always chasing that, whatever that is for you. And you know that could be a lot of things for multiple people. But for me, that is that walking out on that stage, seeing that mic and picking up that mic like this and putting that stand behind me and going to work. So that's that right there. And it's not for the congratulations. Of course, the congratulations feel good because you got people clapping, you got people cheering, woohoo! But when you have somebody, shout out Ali Sadiq. He's one of my guys that I watch. Very well known comedian. He's like a Picasso when he paints, when he tells a story. They're jokes, yeah, but it's like this. It's like, and you like, okay. So when I watch guys like that can sustain the funny, right? I'm like, dang. And now it's been a whole hour. I'm like, well, damn. I feel like I done had a TED Talk, a comedy show, a little therapy session. I feel like, you know, so he puts you in the mindset of where he was. Who is he? What is he trying to get you to see? You know, so that's the thing about comedy. It's about getting the audience to see what you want them to see. So you're the painter. You're the Picasso. The canvas is out here. Then you just have to paint the picture for them to see it and turn it around and say, oh, that's nice. So that's the whole. Then that's what I'm consistently chasing, consistently trying to attack every day. Not every day I do comedy.
Yeah, that's dope, man. And what was the idea for you to do Snowfall skits? Like, what was that about? Hey, can you do one real quick?
Hey, which one I want to do? That's a fucking job. That's a fucking job, man. Man, let me tell you, first of all, I want to give anybody, like I said, if you post it, if you share it, thank you. I did. So I'm a big person, and I guess you can call me a little weird at this. Whether it's Power, Snowfall, whatever show is out right now, I don't watch it while people are watching it. I don't watch it. So yeah, I may, let's say if Snowfall would have came out in 2020, I probably would have started watching Snowfall in 2024 because I'm a binge watcher guy. Like I'll wait and really sit and dissect it, and I will go straight through it. So I did, how many seasons? 6 seasons? I did 6 seasons in like 2 weeks. And it was like, how the fuck you? I said, because after watching, I'm like, okay, this is something I can watch. Even though people are talking about it, is it something that I can physically watch? Once I got to that, and I was just like, I'm a little hooked now. And you know, most of the time, seasons 1 are always the slower seasons in the beginning. I'm like, man, well, y'all hurry the fuck up and get somewhere with this shit. But Snowfall was one of those ones. I'm like, okay, I like this. And then I kept, as I'm watching Snowfall, shout out to the acting, I just kept seeing quirks, little things, little nuances, whether when he's real passionate, you're gonna see these veins, like you're gonna see this, motherfucker, right? So as I'm seeing it, as I'm like watching, I'm like, man, it's not like a nigga yelling, like, nigga can yell all day. But when you have a nuance to his yell, I'm like, that's imitatable. So I'm a person, when I hear it, I'll say it in my mind, and then I'll say it out. And then after doing that, I went to my boy, because my boy put me on. He's like, man, you watch Snowfall? I was like, man, I'm on season 5. He's like, damn, already? And then, and he said a line from Franklin, and then I did the yell, and then he said, nigga, you sound just like that nigga. I said, oh, really, huh? I said, I bet. So I had a notion to do some other things with it, but I said, what can I be consistent at? What can I get to the point at? And what can I really grasp their attention? And, man, one day I just put that camera facing that mirror, and that video that kind of went up, the viral video, that was my first video I did, like, of Snowfall. So I was just like, oh, damn. And it just like, in comedy, everything is in threes, right? They either say, you got a 85 South show, they got three people. They always say, just the concept of three, and then I did three scenes of his clip, and algorithm caught it, people saw it, and it just took off. So man, I said, now it's about, I got a consistency in my content in terms of what I'm doing. Now it's about adding a little torque and add a little nuances to it, which I'm going to be putting more content out, but it's going to be the same, yeah, but I'm going to add a little spin to it to really bring more people in and really draw into the character, because there's a lot of things that, of course, people make it dramatic, but it's so basic in the scene. You know what I'm saying? Whether, you know, him yelling at his mom for doing something behind his back, or his wife, his dad, you know, it's just a lot of nuances that I'm really going to twerk with it and play with it. And, you know, like I said, it makes sense to me and it made me feel good. So I said, it's coming out either way. So that's one of the things stay tuned for, because I definitely be coming out with that stuff for real. Yeah. So it just something I just caught on, to be honest. And like I said, I just caught on to it, and I was just like, yo, this kind of dope. And like I said, it's crazy when you hear how he really talks. You be like, how in the hell did he sound like that? And he's like, hello, like, you know, some of the quotes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, he real, like he real from over there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't from over where we from, but he over there. So it's funny to see how he can switch his whole voice into being something that is completely different. You know, so that's the small things that I look at and try to duplicate with that. But yeah, that's that. But you know, I've been getting a lot of good feedback, and like I said, that video is still circling around. It's about 450K, maybe a little over that. Like I said, so it's still circling, which is, I'm getting followers. Like and like I said, to each their own success. You know, subjective. Within the past couple of days, I went from 2,400 to 3,200 almost followers. I'm like, oh shit, you know. I'm like, just, you know, like I said, some people call it small, some people call it big, but I'm like, it's interesting to see how people can gravitate. And like I said, you one of the people that reached out, hey man, dope shit, man, appreciate, hey, that shit funny, and it's other like-minded individuals that appreciate the same nuances and be like, hey bro, keep doing it. So I've been getting a lot of positive feedback. So like I said, I'm gonna wear this sponge dry, you know, but also keep it fresh. Also,
right.
Don't want to keep it. I want to make sure that while I'm doing it, I don't care if I do it for 30 years, but I want to make sure there's something fresh to it. One of the things that I hate is when people take a classic and remake it. That should have been remade, like Drumline. That's a classic. Don't remake that. Or Stump the Yard. That's a don't make that. Or whatever, like, you know, like these movies, like, why? And so that's what I'm saying, like, there's something in those classics that be like, man, I'll never forget that, you know. And so that's why something I'm just trying to find a nuance to make it a classic, to where, like, and I'll tell you this, people from Fox gonna see that, and I'm gonna get a message from FX, Snowfall. I'm gonna get a message from somebody on that cast, that writing team, that director. They're gonna be like, hey man, hey. Let me tell you, and when y'all see me on there, I want y'all to remember this interview, Real Dollar Will. I want y'all to remember this interview. I said it here. Y'all gonna see me on FX. They talked about it ain't gonna be no season 7. Wait and see. It's gonna be a season 7 or a spinoff. Watch what I'm telling you. So, but yeah, man, that's that, man. So,
And man, that was dope, because the funniest thing was my friend who has the same first and last name as me had shared your video, and I was just really like captivated, like, damn, like this is so damn good. I gotta meet him. So that's when I had found with you.
Shout out to the friend, whoever that friend is. Appreciate you. Shout out. Reach one, teach one. So appreciate you.
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
And it's just a wonderful feeling that you knowing that you're making people feel good. You're taking their minds off of
whatever
their everyday struggles and stuff like that. So, and that's superpowers, you know. And I'm really proud of you for that, because it's just get in front of this camera, man. I tell everyone it's not easy. It's not easy one bit
Yeah.
at all and stuff. And you taking a risk just with people's opinions and assumptions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you gotta always make sure that you already there. You know, that you're the superstar already, that don't matter if you like unseen, unsigned, unheard, you gotta pretty much act like you're there, you know, already, because it's gonna happen.
My coach, when I shout out to when I won my high school state championship, my coach said, act like you've been here. Guys, right? When you ain't act like you've been here, you start, doing shit, and you be like, okay, I can tell you ain't been here before. So whatever room you walk into, whatever sporting event you walk into, whatever it is, act like you've been there. Because nobody wants to be that guy. Oh, like, hey man, chill out. You in a room full of millionaires, right? Act like a millionaire. Hey man, right? Don't go into a room full of millionaires and come with a doggy bag. No, nigga, don't do that. Come on, man. You gotta know when and when not to, man. So act like you've been there. So I say, like, I get a lot of people say, hey man, you should be getting a lot more views than what you get. No, I shouldn't. I'm getting the views that I'm supposed to get right now. But there's gonna come a time. There's gonna come a time where I'm gonna get views from up the wazoo. But you are where you are right now for a reason. I said, so relish where you are, but take advantage of where you are too. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm in a space where anybody who does is you doing your podcast, me doing comedic videos, other people doing content, right? We in a time where you sneeze in front of the camera, you might get canceled, right? So it's just like, you be like, did that nigga just sneeze online? Hell no. Hell no. They're like, that nigga sneezing on live, man. Hell no. We gotta shut this man down, right? You get to a point to where now it's just like everything is eggshell. So I think now here's the thing. I feel like we all have thoughts, we all have ideas where it's like, that's a little edgy. That's a little wild, raunchy, but I'm not a comedian, comic, entertainer. I'm not one that is vulgar. I see the fun in whatever I'm doing. There's a fun to it. It's not malicious. There's no negative intent to what I'm doing. I'm doing it because it's funny to me, so I'm going to display it through this camera. And right now, everything with the trends, the non-binary, and fat shaming, and this and that. It's the world. Whether they're right, feel wrong, whatever the case may be. It's just a lot of things going on that can take the original, organic, innocent comedy out of things. I said, man, it's not coming from nothing negative. I'm coming in from a pure, joyful place about comedy. This is comedy. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. If you do get hurt, that's not my intention at all. Never. But I'm coming with this point of view. One of my boys that out here doing comedy. Shout out Nate Russ. Nate Russ Comedy. Make sure y'all go follow. He skyrocketed with his videos. Right? He skyrocketed with his videos. And I'm using Nate because he specifically told me this. He said, man, he said the secret to my success with my videos, right? He said, people want to see my point of view. And I said, it's so basic, so simple, but he's growing in terms because of his point of view. And a lot of times people have a point of view that people want to see, but they could be too scared to step on it, too nervous to talk about it. But I'm like, man, what is your point of view? Your point of view is what separates you from every other comedian in the world, because no one thinks, talks, acts like you but you. So having your point of view, having your nuances, having your things that make you who you are, man, that's what people want to and need to see. And I think if we can continue believe that that's what's going to keep this comedy thing going, this comedy train fresh. But like I said, there's going to come a time where you're going to be faced with certain things and it's going to put you in a bind. But like I said, anything that I personally do is from a pure standpoint. It's from a pure comical standpoint to where it's like, man, I want everybody to come enjoy. Like when you come to my show, that I will be having very soon. Shout out, speaking into existence. When you come to our platforms, I want all ages, all races. I want white, black. I want everybody together because guess what? I'm gonna make sure everybody laughs. I'm gonna cater my jokes to, of course, my liking, but I want to make sure you feel comfortable in my space. So that's why, without the people, hey, we ain't nothing. So
Right.
But right now, so that's why I say anything I do is all in pure, all in funness. It's nothing to be malicious to anybody. And I say, now here's the thing: if you are a person that be malicious to people and you want to put it out in comedy, do it. Yes, you'll get down. But here's the thing: be stomp down on it. Don't do it and be like, oh well. Now here's the thing: you can only maybe once or twice before you be like, that's how you really are, bro. You ain't fooling nobody, bro. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? Be stomped down in whatever you do, and whatever's supposed to happen, it will happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's my motto. I don't care what happens in the world. Hey, you are where you are for a reason. Everything in life is based off of decisions. Take advantage of the position that you're in. I said them and everything else will take care of it. Take care of itself. So I said that's the easy sauce to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because people, like a lot of people can make it a lot harder. Like being in the comedy thing, you'll hear this a lot. Hey man, how can I do such and such? What can I do to get this? And a lot of comedians gonna tell you one thing, and that thing is gonna be stay on stage. Simple.
Right.
Now people can take it a certain way. Oh man, that's it. Come on, man, you're supposed to drop a gem. He is dropping you a gem. Right. Right. That is a jewel. Stay on stage or get on stage. Hell, go out in your driveway and get a karaoke speaker and tell jokes to your neighbors. Right? Go to the stop. Let me tell you something. If you go to any stoplight in the world, I guarantee you're going to run across one or two people. Guess what? Hey, how y'all feeling out there tonight? Right? Bust it out on them. Right? So do what? Find your niche. Perfect your niche. And trust me, people going to find a way to get to you if it's worthwhile. But if it's authentic, but it has to be authentic. People have to believe the content that you're putting out. Like this content that I'm doing, this is all you can ask anybody who knows me. I can do dramatic stuff. I can do acting. I can do fun stuff. So I said, this is my role. This is easy for me. Now I can play a thug in a video, but I ain't shot nobody. I ain't, you're right. So I'm not gonna jump and rant nobody. I ain't portraying that life. Shout out, my boy gonna get it right. He gonna get it right. My boy, shout out Ja. He gonna get it right. But just be who you are. Do you, and don't try to do nobody else. And I think that's the people call that's the secret sauce. That's the sauce. Finding your niche. All billionaires in the world are billionaires because they found a problem and they created a solution. Right? Rubber bands, paper clips, white paper, bottle tops. They needed something to close the water off. They said, hey, how about we make a bottle top for water bottle? Oh, now you're a billionaire. So find a niche. And this is comedy. I feel like this comedy thing is very wide open. So it can get saturated with a lot of hacks or things that, oh, you copying that. Oh, you doing that. And if that's the case, cool. But you got to understand what comes with that. So that's why I try to make sure I do what I do best, which is do me. And do me means do my content, write my jokes, and it's not bad to look up, admire people's work, but stay original. stay original. So make sure you know, you putting the pen to pad to whatever you do, put down a concept, a map, making sure creating, make sure you're being as creative as possible in whatever you're doing. Because like I said, people love creativity in this world. It's a very creative world. Like that's why I said a lot of people are putting the creative director in their titles because they can create, give me something, involve an idea, give me a solution to this. So that's what it is. And I think if we can, people, comedians, entertainers, you continue with that, then this world will be a lot better place, you know. But that's just what I think. Y'all, that's just me. I don't want people to start a rally outside, marching or anything like that. But that's just what I feel. What it is. I can't say it's religion, but that's what I try to abide by. So.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's all good, man. And I acknowledge the fact that you believe in paying dues because everyone just expect overnight success, and it don't work like that.
Yeah.
Realistically, your time will be your time. And I'm glad that you was able to be more specific to people like that because everybody just think that, oh, you should be doing this, or you need to change this, or you need to get more involved in this. And I tell everyone, like, until you start your first episode, you shut the fuck up talking to me because at the end of the day,
how many episodes you done of this? Like how many because I know mine is 5 or 7. So like how many episodes do you run before you trickle to like the next 1, 2, 3, 4? Like how many episodes in total have you done of your podcast?
Oh man, 507. Yeah.
Oh, so like five. So you do like 507. So like you done 1 to 507.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's crazy. It's crazy because I have more than that, but I have to start over because my old Facebook and my Instagram got hacked. So I had to start all the way over, man. I had to revamp.
Yeah.
So I should have more than that, but
yeah,
I just was determined, man, because it's either you sink or you fall. You don't understand. So I chose to stand.
I tell this young lady that we work in a we do videos together. She's on my page. Name is Elo. So Elo Copeland. Make sure you follow me. When I'm drop these names, make sure y'all go get a follow. At least check them out.
All right.
I tell her when you do, because she's an actress, but she was getting on the stage and doing stuff. So I say, listen here, find your niche, find your lane, do you. And I said, make sure you're adamant about doing you. But if you are always changing because of someone, something, whatever the case may be, you're not going to be authentically you up there. Whether they laugh, whether they look at you like you're stupid, whether they cry, whatever they do, go up with the intention of, hey, I'm doing this. This is what I want to talk about. I want y'all to see my picture. I say you get a lot of times where you'll chase the lamb to now it's like, now I done got away from my story. I done got away from my joke. I just want to make y'all laugh now. Now you lost in your own sauce. I said, now you trying to gain, and as me doing it, like coming up on 4 years, I'm still learning how to, hey, go up here with a plan. Now I have the ability to go off on tangents, but I still got a plan of what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to talk about. Well, what if they feel like this? Well, here's the thing. Like I said, that's not my intention to hurt their feelings, but this is what I want to talk about. And hopefully I make it to a point where you see my point of view, and if not, but it's nothing malicious,
Right.
It's nothing it's just me performing an art. This is an art. A painter got a toothbrush, a pianist got fingers and keys, a drummer got sticks, a teacher got a pencil, right? Comedians, we got the mouth and the mic. So we up here telling jokes. Or, you get to a certain level, you can put your joke in an illustration and make a movie about it. So, that's where, I think whatever it is you do, just be able to stand authentically in it. And like I said, if it's not you, it's not you. Everybody ain't meant to be successful. I heard this. Let me rephrase that. everybody ain't meant to be famous. That's what it was. Everybody's
Right.
not meant to be famous. Some people gonna cap out at 5,000 followers. Some people gonna cap out at 5 million followers.
Mm-hmm.
Some people gonna sell out a garage. Some people gonna sell out an amphitheater. Some people gonna sell out an arena. Some people gonna sell out a car trunk, right? Some people gonna have a business. Some people gonna have a 20-year business in that shopping cart. Some people gonna elevate and get a brick and mortar store in the mall. Everybody is not meant to be the same. Everybody is gonna have different roads, different paths. But I like to say, no matter where you are, who you are, if you look around and see people like, oh, he got that, she got this. Oh my God, you got your own business. Take time to look down and see how you got this. So guess what? Y'all in the same goddamn place. So guess what? All had different roles, but guess what? We all here together. So hey, let's make the best of it. Let's make the best of it. So I say, just stay in your path, stay in your lane, and do what you. Like I said, everything will work out what it's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For sure, man. And I know that you press for time.
Yeah.
And
got a little show.
We gotta.
A little show. Shout out. I'm a seriously, the people partners that I rock with, man. Like I name Nate, name Elo Copeland, my boy Chatafini, Iceberg Strength. My boy Bishop was in here. Shout out to my boy Bishop ATL 770. It's my girl Goldilocks, Tate the Great, Headlight, my boy Eugene. It's a lot of people out here working and grinding in this comedy thing. Thank you, Chris. There's a lot of people that's doing a lot of shows. There's a lot of people that's doing events with nobody there. There's a lot of people doing stuff that putting their own money, blood, sweat, and tears. Y'all don't understand support, whether that's liking, whether that's sharing, whether that's commenting, whether that's physically coming out to a show. Maybe you can't make the show, but you gave your homeboy, your homegirl a flyer. Whatever the case may be, trust me, it is greatly appreciated. Y'all don't understand how hard it is putting all this time and effort into these jokes and seeing, guess what? You finna tell jokes to a whole bunch of chairs, bar stools tonight. You be like, God damn. But guess what? I got on my suit, and we finna have a good ass time in this empty ass club, right? So that's why I said,
right.
You like you said, you in Michigan, Detroit, right? You said
Saginaw.
Okay, Saginaw, Michigan. I got some boys that went to school up there in Saginaw State. You commenting, sharing, posting it. Somebody from Saginaw gonna see it, and it's gonna trickleate. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the network. So everything, if you can't be like, share, post, comment, whatever it is, do it. We greatly appreciate it. So and that's just from all the comedians out there doing anything. Whether you doing comedy, being plays, singing, rapping, share. Hell, I share. I want to know what people are doing. I want to share for you. You know what I'm saying? So just want to throw that plug in there.
Oh, man, no doubt. And I'm going to make sure that I keep sharing, keep supporting, man, because you funny as hell, man.
Hey,
and you
man.
Up next, man.
Hey, man, listen here. I appreciate it, brother. Like I said, any stuff you got, like I said, it's not a one-lane highway. It's two-way street. You got stuff. If I come across it, I'm posting it. I don't care what it is. I'm posting it because, like I said, your network, what they say, network is your network. I think. I mean, your network is your network. I think that's how they say it. So, man, the more people you know, the more, eyes you can reach, man, the more people you can touch. So, that's my whole thing. So, man, staying pure to this comedy thing and keep pushing, keep striving for greatness and being successful. Whatever your success is, do that. A lot of people gauge success differently. Whatever you think is successful, cool. Their person may think something else is successful, cool. That's y'all's success, man. So don't get caught up in that. Stay in your lane and do what you got to do, dog. Real stuff.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that, and I would love to bring you back for a follow-up as well.
For sure. Now, man, like I said, you let me know time and date. Like I said, if we can't get it that time, guess what? We'll work and get another date. So, like I said, man, I appreciate it. What you're doing, keep supporting. Like I said, I appreciate you. If you ain't heard that day, we appreciate Real Dollar Will. Make sure y'all support, follow, double to hell. If you don't like them, just double tap it and keep scrolling. God damn it, give them up. I mean, people don't understand them. your thumbs mean so much to social media, boy. People thumbs, man. Them thumbs
Mm-hmm.
take you, man. Let me tell you something. Thank your thumbs tonight. That's what I want you. Whoever sees this video, thank your thumbs tonight. Without thumbs, man, the world will be you know what? Can't grab no dough. You can't grab, I ain't gonna. Okay, all right. I ain't gonna go in there. I ain't gonna go to church on them. I ain't gonna give them. I ain't gonna drop that.
No, don't do it, Pastor.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I said, you know what? The church, y'all are business. Y'all go ahead and go. I ain't gonna do that to y'all.
Man, you so crazy, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, tell everyone where to find you and stuff like that, like social platforms.
Yes, I'm a social platforms, man. On Instagram, KSTRIGGS, KSTRIGGS. On TikTok, it's the same spelling. On Facebook, now I'm gonna give y'all a plug. My full name is Kaylin, Kaylan, Striggles, Striggles.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all the platforms that I kind of work through. Twitter, I had deleted Twitter because there was a lot of porn on Twitter. Let me tell you something. One retweet on Twitter is just Pornhub. I'm not saying it's a lot of good content on Twitter too, but I had to delete it because I was like, God damn. Let me tell you something. I be in church and I said, let me turn this brightness down because I don't want nobody behind me I don't want nobody behind me seeing
man, Twitter.
phone. Hey man, if you retweet one twerk on Twitter, your phone is done. If you that algorithm's serious, man. That's some serious shit.
Yeah.
But those are all the platforms. Not really. I really kind of got off of Snapchat, but on Snapchat it's KS25ERA, but I don't really be on that like that. I go on Snapchat just to make sure all the people I went to middle school with still alive. Honestly, I don't really be on it. Just be like, you still breathing? All right. Just want to make sure you still breathing. I seen your Snapchat. You ain't posted in 4 weeks, so I just want to make sure you all right. Okay, cool. But yeah, man. Those are my platforms. I'm really more active on Instagram. So, shows. Anytime I post a lot of shows on my story. I post a lot of shows, other people's shows on my page, man. So really support. If you're gonna be in the Fort Lauderdale area, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, I'm going to be doing a Fathers to Fatherless event, June 16th. That is a Friday from 7 to 9. It's going to be an event for men. But if you're a woman that takes either single mom or auntie, whatever you are, come support. It's about bringing men together. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of unknowns in our community that we want to help shed light. No question is a dumb question. It's going to be a Q&A of like-minded individuals there. We're going to have a lot of people from the community come. So on my page, it's going to be a Fathers to Fatherless event. The flyer is up. It's going to be at Piney Grove Baptist Church in their community center. So we're going to be doing that event for Father's Day. So fellas, come through, pull up. Eventbrite link is in my bio. So, man, if you, like I said, if you support, greatly appreciate your support. But definitely come and be a part of the event. So, and stay tuned in Atlanta. I got shows that I'll be on, man. And if I'm not on them, I'm going to support them to people that are on them, right? Because it ain't about me. I'm just one person. But like I said, everybody can win. So that's that.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, I'm finna let you go, man. Be great. And thanks again, man. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you, G. Stay up.
All right, you too.
All right.
Have a good day. Peace.